Ringing Christopher Browell.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 07762479196. Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Oh yes, good. Excuse me. Good afternoon, Mr. Browell. It's Mr. Hussain here once again, leaving yourself a daily message. Today, I believe, is message number 96. 96 messages I've left you since the 31st of August regarding my kidnapped and abducted brother that you've taken from my care for the last 119 days since the 8th of August. I'm continuing to leave you messages asking you to let me know where he is, what kind of condition you're keeping him under. He's a vulnerable person that you clearly have kidnapped and are now holding him at ransom because of your own systemic failures and incompetences. And I'm leaving you daily messages asking you to inform me as his next of kin, as his nearest relative, as the greatest stakeholder in his health and welfare, to let me know where he is. Now, what you've attempted to do 5 years ago when you last kidnapped him and held him in custody at the Linfield Mount Hospital is that you were in parallel looking to instigate court proceedings to remove me as the nearest relative in favour of Bev Maybury, the Health and Wellbeing Director. Well, Bev Maybury's now left. You never pursued that case. You're not his next of kin. You're not his nearest relative. Legally speaking, you have no legal authority to take care and charge of the situation. You are not even, as far as I'm concerned, you are not his deputies for health and welfare. All you do have is a fraudulent deputyship order by buying off Judges Beckley and all the other judges in order to achieve your desired objective to fraudulently be his deputy for property and finances. And you've compartmentalized everything where you say, I don't know anything, I'm just ignorant of this fact, I've got a big caseload, I'm dealing with other people, go speak to somebody else. But the reality is that you're working as a collective, aren't you? The local authority, you can't tell me that you don't know what the solicitors are telling. The solicitors are obviously taking instructions from the true decision maker in this case, and obviously it can't be simply Kirsten England who's left. It must be the board or the councillors or some other nefarious individual, some other back channel of or deep state shadow government or whatever. I don't really care. The reality is that you're all working collectively. You, the solicitor, Mr. Muller, and in fact, you're working collectively with other organisations such as Manningham Housing Association, West Yorkshire Police, the Court and Tribunal Services, the judiciary, all working collectively in order to target and victimise my brother so you can get capacity assessment. I'm just reminding myself that you were so desperate to get a capacity assessment when the court protection proceedings were taking place that you were forcing through getting injunction orders and everything to force through a capacity assessment, which all failed subsequently, resulting in my brother being hospitalized at the time. Now we're here several years later and it's just the same thing. You've got nothing. You just need to bang on about the same thing, commit fraud and deception. You're going to end up killing my brother. I have no idea what kind of condition he's in. He has certain basic human rights, a right to a family life, a right for somebody to represent him. I've always represented him for the last 20 or more years. All right, he's signed over his DWP appointeeship to me, which you have fraudulently taken off me and given to Adalat, and then while my brother was incarcerated, got it signed off to yourself in October 2018. So it's all fraud, it's all corruption that you're committing, and you know it, and I know it, and but there's nothing I can do about it because you simply believe that you can do as you please because of the fact that you are in a position to do as you please, and you're holding now my brother at ransom, hostage, and I need to know what kind of conditions you're holding him under. This is simply unprecedented that you can just simply take my brother like this and then point the finger at West Yorkshire Police or point the finger at somebody else. There's nobody else. Okay, nobody raised a safeguarding alert other than myself in July 2018, which then I suffered the consequences of raising that safeguarding alert by you looking to remove my nearest relative status. When you realise that this case was not going to go anywhere, then you abandoned that case and then targeted and focused on my mother. I once again urge you, Mr. Browell, or your senior managers, no doubt, it's either Vicina Brown or Nadia Khan or more truly the true architect is Mark Truin in the background to orchestrating all this, to come and speak to me, let me know about what condition my brother's in. He's going to die in your care and custody, and just like my mother did. So I urge you to contact me. Thank you very much.